Hey, my name is Shonali Burke and I run my own business. I call it an agency of one, Shonali Burke Consulting. So here I am at What's Next DC, and I thought it was a really fun event. I didn't get here until it had started, but I thought it was really well organized, very professionally done. I go to a lot of events where, you know, there are makeshift badges, there are makeshift tables, there are makeshift signs, and everything is makeshift. But I thought it was really well organized. It seemed to move very smoothly, which is always nice, especially when you've got a lot of speakers. And people looked like they were really engaged, like they were having a good time both with the main sessions as well as breakout sessions when they could talk with speakers. So all in all, I think it was a really great start to the 2011 conference year. My presentation was entitled Redefining Public Relations in the 21st Century, and what I tried to focus on was that traditionally public relations has been looked at as a very core media relations function, and that's still very much a part of it. But what PR really has been about and should have always been perceived to be about was building relationships with your audiences. You read all of this in the textbooks, but when we get to practicing it, we seem to forget all that. Yes, we want to advocate for our clients, but we do that through building relationships. And what social has done, by virtue of the tools and the channels that are brought in now, is to make that very easy. You don't just, number one, you don't just depend on the media, you can go directly to your consumer, to your end customer, and not just tell your story to them directly, but energize them and motivate them to use social tools to tell your story for you. And if that's anything that PR has changed dramatically, it's by that. It's by virtue of the fact that your customer can tell your story for you. And the one takeaway that I wanted everyone to walk away with from my presentation, I think they got that from what I saw by the tweets, was that you've got to forget about, you know, media, traditional, blah, blah, blah. The customer is your media. Your end customer is the one whom you want to reach. That's who you want to reach to make them do something, right? Because if we're not supporting business objectives, whether it's buy something, sign up for something, subscribe to something, why are we doing what we do? But if we remember that they are the ones who not just are the folks that we want to reach, but whom we need to energize enough to actually tell our story, that is what 21st century public relations should be about. So anything that people need to remember is that the customer is your media.